for 12 years, this lady was losing life, and I'm sure she grew weak and weak and weaker and weaker. But although she was weak, she pressed through the obstacles. Let me say this, brothers and sisters. If you are going to experience divine enlargement in the year 2023, we must be ready to press through obstacles. There will be obstacles. There will be vikwazo. There will be things standing on our way of enlargement, and we must push. We must pray until something happens. We must remember that we have an enemy who has vowed that we are not going to experience enlargement, and therefore, if we are going to experience it at all, we are going to have to press through obstacles. And it was not easy to get to where Jesus was, but she pressed through. And this morning, brothers and sisters, I challenge us to press through by prayer and fasting. This year we are going to pray. This year we are going to fast like never before. Let us press through by living righteous lives. Let us press through by being faithful in church attendance, in our giving, in our service to the Lord. Let us be faithful let us press through by being faithful. Let us press through by forgiving others who have offended us. Let us press through by stretching ourselves. Let us go beyond. Let us not be limited. Let us move out of our comfort zones and let us press through the obstacles. If we are going to experience any enlargement in the year 2023, we have no choice, brothers and sisters. We've got to press through obstacles. And number 3, as I conclude, if you are going to experience divine enlargement in the year 2023, we must act on our faith. We must take the risk. This woman did not stop at thinking. The Bible says she thought to herself, if I can touch the hem of his garment, I'll be well. Other Bible versions say she kept saying, she said to herself. But I like this lady because she moved from thinking, from saying to acting. Faith, if not acted upon, will not help us. Thinking, saying what you intend to do without doing it won't help. In 2023, we must graduate from thinking and saying to actualizing what we have been thinking. It's a year to take the risk. I ask you and I challenge you, start that business. You've been thinking, you've been planning, you've been saying, it's the time to do it. Start that project. Just do it by faith. Somebody said faith is not the absence of doubt. I'm sure this lady must have thought, what if I touch him and I'm not healed? What will happen? What if I touch Jesus, I touch the hem of his garment and I'm not healed? What if these people discover that I am unclean and I'm pressing through them? Faith is not the absence of doubt. Many things we have achieved, we were really not sure that they will come to pass. But we went ahead and put our faith into action. All these things must have closed her mind, through her mind. But she did it anyway. She went ahead and touched the hem of Jesus' garment. You too may have some doubts. I too may have some doubts. What if I begin this project and I don't have enough finances? What if I start this department in the church and does not work? What if I do this and this happens? It's we human. Doubts show that we are human. But in 23, together with our doubts, we are going for it. Her faith touched Jesus, moved Jesus. Other people only thronged, pressed around Jesus. But her faith was intentional. I want to challenge you this year as we begin the year. Be intentional in whatever you are doing. Don't just come to church because it's Sunday. Be intentional in the year 2023. Her faith was intentional, and her faith moved Jesus. Her faith touched Jesus because it was intentional. Other people are there for other reasons, but her faith was intentional. I pray and I plead with us in the year 2023, let us be intentional. Let's not just come to church because it's Sunday. No. Come to church because you are intentional. You want to meet with the Lord. Let's be intentional in whatever we do. Her faith was intentional. And her intentional faith moved the Lord. And because of this, she was made whole. Remember, I told you, this woman suffered socially. She could not interact with people. She suffered financially. She had spent all her resources seeking for healing, treatment. She suffered mentally, of course. She suffered spiritually. How? Because in this condition, she could not attend worship in the synagogues and in the temple. She suffered mentally, I've said. She suffered financially. She suffered emotionally. She suffered physically. She was sick. She had a hemorrhage.